Coming up, location, location, location. POTUS chooses our college to deliver his Bidenomics plan. Plus, a free weekend pop-up clinic sets out to cure what ails people in our community. And hip-hop turns 50. See how scholars rap with MCs, DJs, and fans. Then, Prince George's Community College celebrates 65 years of building a strong community through education.
I'm Stella Garner.
I am Tyree Brown.
I'm Phyllis Tucker-Saunders.
I'm Jimmy Melgar Hernandez.
I am Jaden Perry.
I'm Isaiah Ogunyileka.
I'm Tiara Kittleberger.
I'm Mattia Bryant.
I'm Jasmine George.
I'm Lily Winebrenner.
I'm Anna Ortiz-Romero.
And this is the award-winning Around Prince George's from the studio at PGCC.
U.S. President Joe Biden chose the college's Center for Performing Arts to deliver his Bidenomics plan. The campus seems to be a hotspot for politicos, with Governor Moore, Congressman Hoyer, and Senators Cardin and Van Hollen all making their second visit to campus in the past 6 months. Bidenomics, coined as a jab by the far right and reclaimed by the administration, gives voice to his economic strategy, prioritizing middle-class growth and investment in domestic industries, emphasizing the importance of community colleges, and educating the workforce of the future.
Any country that out-educates us will outcompete us. Any country that out-educates us will outcompete us. Work you do here preparing students to compete in the economy of the future is real. It matters.
The administration cites 3 key pillars for the concept: making smart public investments in America, empowering and educating workers, and promoting competition to lower costs and boost small businesses. Biden also focused on his recent economic wins, such as forgiving student debt and record job growth in the past few years.
You saw how they took on my attempt to eliminate student debt, although we're still going to eliminate a hell of a lot of student debt.
President Biden stressed the danger of what he refers to as Maganomics, the current conservative school of thought on American economics. He hearkened to the numerous close calls with national default that Republicans have threatened and their plans to slash Social Security and other crucial safety nets.
MAGA Republicans don't think we should be investing in education, and that's not an exaggeration. Students here at Prince George's Community College should know MAGA Republicans in Congress want to slash Pell Grants. More than 6 million students who count on these grants to be able to afford to go to college would lose it.
On the whole, the speech was a message of resilience and strength, as well as a promise to PG County to continue the work put forth so far by the administration.
You just got to remember who we are. We are the United States of America.
For Around Prince George's, I'm Stella Garner.
The pandemic altered the course of how we receive goods and services across the country. Fortunately, the Department of Transportation and the Biden administration formulated an effective campaign to award scholarships and fund programs that get veterans and students employed in driving the supply chain.
Workforce development is integral to the fabric of society and the American economy. In fiscal year 2023, the PGCC Transportation, Distribution, and Logistics departments trained over 500 students. We, too, are committed to the mission of providing safe, efficient, sustainable, and equitable commerce in our community.
Today, I chair what's called Task Force Movement. It's a presidential task force to get more veterans in trucking, and cyber, and healthcare. But trucking, we're about 80,000 truck drivers short, and they're critical. They're in the front lines. So we've raised over $15 million in a year and a half we've been there to provide scholarships to get veterans and disadvantaged Americans, disadvantaged communities, opportunities.
In 2020, most Americans came to the sore realization of how vital the unseen individuals who transport essential products are to our country's economic stability.
People began to understand the importance of supply chains when those supply chains that we count on every single day came under the stress that they were put under by the pandemic. But it was people. It was very clearly the people that we count on that America belatedly learned to describe as essential workers. And it doesn't get much more essential than a truck driver, because these are literally the workers who keep our nation moving. That's why we're so proud of this program, which is awarding millions of dollars to community colleges around the country to provide no-cost training to veterans and their family members.
Next time you're on the road, Tip your hat to the truckers driving the supply chain. For Around Prince George's, I'm Tyree Brown.
Several times in the recent past, our campus was buzzing with excitement as we welcomed distinguished guests, the Honorable Governor Wes Moore, the first African-American governor of the state of Maryland. The governor brought much enthusiasm, addressing the community on the importance of two-year colleges and acknowledging Prince George's Community College students as being among the best and the brightest.
And people say, well, why is it that you wear the ring from your two-year college? And my answer is because it's my foundation. Without this, none of this will be real. And so our support for community colleges is not just everlasting, it's personal.
From campaigning on the corner of Campus Way to passing public education, reproductive rights, and veterans benefits legislation in its first 100 days, Governor Moore is committed to leaving no one behind.
To be at Prince George's Community College. Yes, whoop, whoop, yes. Y'all deserve that. Because this is an institution that understands what it means to lead. This is an institution that understands what it means to leave no one behind. You represent the hope of every single aspiration we have. You represent the absolute best of us.
I'm Phyllis Tucker-Saunders. Always remember, life is a journey. Enjoy the ride.
What do you think a mannequin can teach you? Well, at Prince George's Community College, the nursing students learn a lot from these high-tech dolls. So much so, the U.S. federal delegation from Maryland brought a check to assist in the $1 million upgrade of the college's allied health and nursing program.
The new earmark funding for Building Maryland's Nursing Workforce Project will allow an increase in the capacity of our nursing associate degree program and our certified nursing assistant program.
This is really an opportunity to be reminded of all the incredible work that you do for all of our constituents. You're there to help them to prevent them from getting sick, but you're there when they do get sick, and you're on the front lines to make sure that they get the care they need.
President Williams, U.S. Senators Cardin and Van Hollen, along with Congressman Hoyer, took a tour of the Center for Health Studies. They saw students treating mannequins and got to witness the preparation involved.
The point of them coming here is that we want them to practice first with our mannequin patients, and then here we say it's a safe space for them to make the mistakes.
The nursing program names each mannequin to assist students in their bedside manner techniques, but the mannequins help all of our allied health students recognize the humanity of their patients. Reporting for Around Prince George's, I'm Melgar Hernandez.
In 1985, TV host Stan Brock founded Remote Area Medical, or RAM. After an injury in an isolated area of Guyana, with hundreds of miles to the nearest doctor, Brock was determined to create a program that would provide free, quality medical treatment wherever people needed it. Through RAM, his vision came to life, impacting thousands on a weekly basis, like the one here today at PGCC's Largo campus.
When I graduated, I was offered a job, and it's really rewarding for me because I get to help people all across the country. I get to meet people, talk to them about their experiences, learn about them, and hopefully play a little part in providing them relief from their pain.
Being with RAM since 2015, Poppy Green was one of the few people here today that had the opportunity to work with Brock.
He lived by what he said. He took about poverty, he gave away all of his worldly possessions to found RAM, and even as RAM grew and had more support, more funding, he never took a salary.
But RAM wouldn't be able to do it alone. At the clinic, there are a multitude of partnering organizations who came together to support RAM's cause.
One of the things that we do is to partner with organizations like this to improve the health. So we're providing dental screenings, we're providing vision screenings, we're also providing some medical screenings as well. And it's really to improve the health and enhance the health of our communities.
I'm just really trying to get some screenings. So I just ask health history, if they have any allergies or, any health problems in their family or anything like that, and like medications that they're taking, so that we can take precautions for when they're all getting their vision, dental, or whatever other exams. So just like an overall health history. I actually feel like this is amazing coming to campus because I really never knew about anything like this before, and I've been getting a lot of feedback from the patients or clients that have been coming in, and they really appreciate it as well.
RAM also has an array of collegiate chapters, calling on volunteers from across the country to support their local communities and make an impact.
Today we're out here volunteering. We're providing dental services to the community. We're providing extractions, fillings, and cleanings, and helping them maintain their oral health.
So I think everyone deserves equitable access to health care and health treatment. Your socioeconomic status should not determine whether or not you get to stay healthy or not. I think everyone has an inherent right to be healthy. And so that's why I'm here in order to push that cause and to promote the idea of that.
RAM could not have done this clinic alone. The community came out not just to support, but to volunteer their medical expertise. And now let's pass it over to Isaiah for the patient perspective. With the Round Prince George's, I'm Jaden.
The remote area medical pop-up clinic was a bit of a mystery to me. Even the name pop-up clinic left me wondering. I arrived on campus early and I definitely got my steps in as I went from one area to another before finally getting my number. Once I was called in, the medical experience was great. I received professional treatment and I was even able to get my glasses the same day. Let's get into the patient perspective of the RAM clinic. The treatment and services offered include a guaranteed medical checkup with an option for patients to receive an eye or dental exam.
It was a pleasant experience, getting to have a moment to be able to just, so we had to sign up first. Well, had to sign up, put our information, then had us do a couple of questions. It was a pretty smooth process. There was some type of issues, but ultimately the whole entire thing was just streamlined and very simple.
The why for Brad Sands, who runs these pop-up clinics, is, bottom line, the patients.
It's genuinely being able to help patients. I started in medicine in 2007, and there's a lot of barriers to care out there to bringing true health care to people and getting them the help they need and they deserve. This doesn't exist here. There's no barriers to our care. We come out, we don't need insurance, we don't need ID, we don't even need your real name. We're still going to treat you as best as we can and give you great health care.
First of all, I want to say thank you to all the volunteer doctors, nurses, and medical professionals for providing this service for patients like me for free. Because of their treatment, I was able to get 3 new pairs of glasses, and I can see better. For Round Prince George's, I'm Isaiah Ogunyileka.
This Jewish American author, professor, and activist has dedicated his life's work to spreading awareness on the concept of racism and how the education system plays a role. Meet the wise anti-racist, Tim Wise, that is, pun intended.
And of course, the same people who don't want white children to feel bad learning about the history of racism don't have a problem with the fact that black children and brown children feel bad actually experiencing it, because you see, black children are never too young to get hosed down by water cannons and bitten by dogs in Birmingham, but little Susie's suburb is apparently too young to learn about that in the first place. That is where we are as a country.
When asked what should educators do to actually help the black community, this was his response.
Well, I think teachers have to be encouraged to come into their jobs thinking of their jobs as change makers and really as revolutionaries. If I come in as a teacher and I'm thinking to myself, my job is to help folks find their own sense of power, not simply to teach them certain skills, right, but to actually find their own sense of power, that's going to make a difference. I think teachers should think of their job the way that community organizers think of theirs. Your job is not to go in and tell the people what they need. Your job is to go in and help facilitate certain skills that are already there. They've organized with their own people power and a sense of righteousness and justice and change systems. So if I'm a teacher and I'm being trained to do that, if I'm being trained to go in and help young people, traditional age college students who are still relatively young, go in and understand a sense of their own power, a sense of their ability to change the world around them, that's a very different job and a very different mentality than if I think, well, my job is to go and teach you how to diagram a sentence. At the end of the day, that's not going to transform the country in a way that creates multiracial democracy. And what we're facing right now is a country that has plenty of people that can do math equations, plenty of people who, for whatever reason, can diagram a sentence, I suppose. But we don't have people who have the skills necessary to build and maintain multiracial democracy in the 21st century.
Professor Wise invites people of all races to be change makers and revolutionaries. Let's keep the Wise conversation going. I'm Tiara Kittleberger from around Prince George's.
In 1973, hip-hop beat its way onto the streets of the Bronx, evolving from MCs and breakdancers to its revolutionary impact on pop culture worldwide. Let's rewind and fast forward. Hip-hop around Prince George's.
Back in the day, you had the Roxanne back in the day. You had the Roxanne Shantays, you had the, even a little bit more current, you would have had the Queen Latifahs, you would have had the MC Lights, you would have had the Moni Love. They had a different stance, if you will, right? It was women empowerment, and it was, you know, getting back to African queens and things like that. It was empowering, right?
Ooh, ladies first, ladies first. Ooh, ladies first, ladies first.
The sound of hip-hop in the DMV is vibrant, rich, and different. Pen to paper, politics, and poetry, homegrown artists like Nonchalant, Wale, Louis Bags, and Chris Allen give a local spin to this global music.
I seen Meezy's get exposed and had to move to PG Mo. The day I lost my soul, my grandma sold the family home.
Growing up, my dad's in Trouble Funk. He's a percussionist. Growing up, I had a studio in the crib, and I didn't really take advantage. I went to West Virginia, started writing music, and kind of just like stuck with it, saw it through. Some plays came through, and I'm just been persistent. So, I mean, I feel like music is something everybody does to some degree. I'm just been taking it serious for a long time.
Yeah, imagine living like a black man. Yeah, imagine living like a black man. Yo, a black man in America.
I feel as though where I'm from is such a creative melting pot, and a place where just so many people from different areas come together. And the DMV specifically, we're known for our go-go music. We've got, you know what I'm saying, a lot of different artists that make hip-hop music, and they fuse it with different trap styles that kind of give us our own little focal point in our area. But I feel as though it's not necessarily a specific genre coming out of the DMV area. It's a nice, huge blend, and I think that we're covering all those different grounds in a real impactful way, because I just see, like, within the next 5 years, a lot more of the DMV will be within the music industry as a forefront.
From 1973 until 2000, the National Hip Hop Museum specializes in archiving and preserving all of the legends and most impactful artists, hip hop artists. And we do it with like love, passion, and yes, seeing the best in everybody.
And now, hip-hop is fully grown, its influence reverberating in commercials, on social, and the way we tell stories in the media. Hip-hop hooray, hip-hop is here to stay. For Round Prince George's, I'm Mattia Bryant.
Traditionally, the world of ballet has been graceful, powerful, and exclusively pink. The Paula Brown Performing Arts Center is keeping the art of ballet alive with a company of underrepresented dancers. Meet Paula Brown, who strives to maintain the core of ballet tradition. Elegant, brilliant, brown ballerinas.
It's a community of brown and black girls, girls who share the same color skin, girls who know that they can have opportunities in classical ballet. It's what it means to me is breaking the stigma, breaking the boundaries, opening up doors, creating spaces and rooms for girls that look like me and look like anyone that inspires to study classical ballet with brown and black skin.
Through social media, Paula connected with a dance company from South Africa. This led to a summer program at the CPA, bringing local dancers together with a South African dance company.
At the end of this program, I think that I'll just have a brand new understanding of the experiences of other girls around the world just like me.
All students who enter Paula's school must take classical ballet. They also work on modern, contemporary, jazz, and more.
It was different, yes, but like I said, you get used to it and you learn new things, of course. And it's a great opportunity because now you're learning more about your body and what your body can do.
Paula Brown's classes emphasize self-esteem, healthy living, cultural awareness, and character development.
Having these type of genres and technique at my dance studio are really essential in not only developing the dancer, but giving them opportunities in, I would probably say, future opportunities career-wise.
Paula Brown's dedication to cultivating talent and breaking barriers in ballet shows us how the arts can be a powerful platform for change and inclusivity. To support, please visit paulabrownpac.com. For Around Prince George's, I am Lily Winebrenner.
Returning citizens in Prince George's County have a place to turn to when re-entering the community. Coming out of incarceration, employment choices are few and obstacles are many.
Oftentimes after someone has a guilty disposition, takes a guilty plea, or is found guilty, or a case is actually dropped by the state, by the government, it's null pros, it's still on their record and it shows up, and it can prevent them from getting certain jobs, housing, opportunities, and for that reason it's really important and it's their right that they can get these things removed from their record. They don't show up when an employer looks at it or any housing application, and it's just a part of becoming a full citizen again, which is essential when you re-enter into our society.
Earlier this year, a summit sponsored by the county aims to assist with support services to successful re-entry to Prince George's County.
I myself, I'm a returning citizen. But I remember when I came home, I went through like 10 years of finding resources or finding the people to help or finding somebody that got a program to help me transition. And through those 10 years of me fighting to find it, I started a nonprofit. I got into workforce development heavy. I just hit the ground running a lot of community, initiatives that I always push. I ran for public office. And when I ran, people thought I was crazy because I picked two things to run for. And they said, what are they? I said, returning citizens and youth programs. Because if we fix the two, or at least have some type of initiative or program from the county level of the two, we'll have a better county.
I came home at 46 years old, and I couldn't get a job. And BJ called me one day and said, hey, I know the perfect job for you. And I got the job. With having income, that probably saved my marriage. I employed like 62 people. And so now I can say, and I employ about 16 returning citizens. And so what it do is build your confidence up. Like I said again, it saves your family where you're going through turmoil with your family with not having income. And it builds up your confidence. And so now I know it's important for us to keep them employed. And so that's what I'm doing exactly now. Everyone that's been with me, they haven't left, they haven't returned back to the streets. The arts is saving lives.
The Returning Citizens Summit brought together educators, employers, and other resources for the formerly incarcerated. Programs like these help returning citizens get back on track. For Around Prince George's, I'm Jasmine George.
PGCC Commencement is an exciting time. Anticipation is in the air. It marks the end of a period where the degree or certificate is your baby, so to speak. But for one student, the 2023 graduation ceremony was more than a pregnant pause. Let's find out about the commencement baby.
Catherine, we are proud of your accomplishments and your dedication as a student here at the college. And we recognize that you completed all the courses attempted.
Baby Harmony could not wait. Her mom was taken to a hospital before she could even walk across the stage to receive her degree.
By the powers vested in me by the state of Maryland and the Board of Trustees of Prince George's Community College, I confer upon you the degree of Associate of Arts, with all the rights and the privileges appertaining thereunto. Congratulations to you.
In the special ceremony, Mom received her degree with baby and family watching. For Around Prince George's, I'm Anna Ortiz-Romero.
Welcome to SportsNest, and Around Prince George's look at PGCC athletics.
The basketball teams here always do well, and currently both the women and men are ranked nationally.
In Owls baseball this past spring, despite a rocky season, our team won the Region 20 title after defeating the Community College of Allegheny County in best-of-3 series 2-1. The Owls claimed victory at home, managed by former PGCC standout Jordan Martinez, class of 2012. The team then advanced to the Mid-Atlantic District Championship, but ultimately came up short of the national title, falling to Camp Community College.
In track and field, the men's and women's team had multiple athletes qualify for the national championships in Utica, New York. On the men's side, Rasheed Blackman qualified in 4 individual events. Blackman joined teammates Jovan Watts, Chris Beckenroe, and Maurice Franklin in qualifying for the 4x100 relay. On the women's side, Serena Prince qualified for nationals in both the high jump and triple jump at Elizabethtown College. Prince set a new personal record of just over 11 meters in the triple jump, finishing at the top of the event, earning her a national title. Also, Blessing Nwoke was named the Regional Women's Performer of the Month after her efforts in Lynchburg, Virginia, her first track and field meet ever.
In the fall, the men's soccer team wrapped up their 2023 season with 7 wins, 7 losses, and 1 tie. The Owls would end up hosting a playoff game in the Division III district tournament. They won the first round, but unfortunately, the Owls season came to an end in the semifinals, losing to Ocean County College.
What an amazing year for our Owls, and looking for more in 2024. We'll be right back when Around Prince George's continues.
The life that I lead today, 25 years in broadcast journalism, 20 Emmys later, all started here at Prince George's Community College. I've always known that this was the path that I wanted to take, and it wasn't until I got here that it became a reality. My professors, my teachers, my fellow students, they were behind me 100%.
I'm Terri Tolliver, and I found my path and passion at Prince George's Community College.
Our 65th anniversary celebrates the institution that has transformed thousands of students into successful members of our community. Let's go on a journey into my own full circle moment at Suitland High School. Shout out to Class of 13 as we celebrate the 65th year of Prince George's Community College. So, the year is 1958. The college started here, Suitland High School. Night classes were offered and these classrooms came to life with students who wanted an education.
We used to rent the high school from 4 p.m. until midnight, and that was the college. Basketball team started at 10 o'clock at night, a drama club, 10 o'clock at night, and the entire faculty had one room for an office. We did not have assigned desks or places. It was whoever got there first got it. And you couldn't count on having the same desk 2 nights in a row.
Now the college has grown to several extension centers all over Prince George's County. Our Largo campus alone has 14 buildings on 150 acres. I know that community colleges offer hope, a place where dreams once deferred can come alive again. I'm living proof. Happy 65th, PGCC. The reporters from Around Prince George's wish the college a happy 65th anniversary.
See you in the spring.
Bye!